Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to Rick's Corner. Today I have a really nice guest that I met in the gym, quite a while ago. And she trains very hard with her boyfriend every day, very hard, harder than most people. And it's my honor to have Brooke LADD.
Well, it's my honor to be here.
Any relation to Alan LADD?
No, actually, they changed my name. My name was changed a long time ago. I'm actually Russian, and it was different. It wasn't always.
I'm Russian too.
Yeah.
I changed my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My real name is Rick Monanoff Drasinski.
Okay. Well, my maiden name is LADD.
Oh.
And so they shortened it.
There you go then.
Before I was even born.
So what created your interest in working out?
Well, actually, I've always had an interest in working out. I've worked out almost my entire life, but I grew up when aerobics was really big, step aerobics was really big. The thing to do was get on the treadmill or Jane Fonda workout, and that's what I did for a very, very long time. And I didn't really start weight training until I met my boyfriend, Brandon.
Yeah.
Who was an amateur bodybuilder.
Who's over there.
Who's standing over there.
Yeah.
And he, Mr. Muscle Man, and he got me into weights.
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing.
He does. Yes, he does.
And he trains hard.
Yes, he does.
And he works with you so you don't have to train that heavy, of course.
Well, it's funny because he always says that from the very first day, he started training me the way he trains.
Well, he might do the same sets and reps, but not the weight, obviously.
Yes. No, not anymore.
He knows better. He knows what he's doing. He's been around a long time. He's older than dirt. All right, so you've been training how long now?
I've been weight training for about 3 years now. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I love it. It's changed my body more than aerobics ever did.
Where do you see the changes?
All over. I see my arms, especially. I love working
your arms
my
look
arms.
good.
I love working my arms and my shoulders are one of my favorite body parts to work out.
Yeah.
My stomach, I've never had definition in my stomach. Now I do. My tushy.
Yep.
I see a big difference because genetically my whole family has that flat ass.
No, if you
Can I
work
say
those
ass?
glute muscles, and if you work them with the right type of exercise, they'll round out.
And they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born with a very round butt.
Lucky you.
I know. I've heard this from every woman I've ever been with, and they're like, how'd you get that round butt? I said, I don't know anybody in my family that has it other than me. And I haven't done legs in a year, and it's still round.
Yeah, I
But
noticed.
that's just genetically.
Mm-hmm.
Although
Yes.
lunges helped quite a bit.
Yes, yeah. Well, I always say I never have to work my calves out because I did so much step aerobics in the 80s that I never have to work my calves again.
No?
No, because my calves are, they're fine. And I don't want huge calves anyway, so not that they would get huge, but they have some
You want
definition.
them in proportion.
In proportion, yes.
How do you get so tan?
I lay out in the sun. I don't lay out all the time, and I always put sunscreen on. I put 50 on wherever I go. But my skin is naturally, I get tan. That's
Yeah,
what
well,
happens to my
I
skin.
laid in the sun at the beach all through the 60s and 70s, and I had this golden tan. My skin was like satin, and I used rose milk cream. I remember the smell of it was so good, and my skin just looked great. But later on in the years, I started getting a little thing here and a little thing there, and on my head, on the side of my face, and it was skin cancer.
Yeah?
So I keep on about every 3 months, and I have them removed, so I
Yes.
don't sit in the sun anymore. And I used to love to sit in the sun.
Yes.
But after a certain month, let's just say like in February, March, and April are the best tanning months because the sun's not so hot and you can actually sit there. You get down to the months like this, to sit there and sweat is not fun.
Well, what we do is we take our rats and we put them in the pool.
I don't have a pool, I have a wrestling ring.
Oh well, yeah. If you don't have a pool, then that's a problem. But we have a pool. So
No,
we sit
you
in
have
the
to.
pool.
You have to do that.
Yeah, we sit in the pool and splash when it gets hot every second
Oh,
minute
yeah.
or so. We
Oh, my
splash
God,
water on it. We have our drink right there in the little raft right there. It's like a vacation.
That sounds so good, relaxing.
Yeah, it is very.
Now,
good.
obviously, when you train like this, Brandon probably restructured your diet.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's another aspect to it. I ate a lot of carbs. My favorite foods were pasta, rice, bread, everything that's bad for you. And now I've just about cut that out of my diet. I rarely eat rice anymore, rarely ever eat pasta. Of course, every once in a while, but mostly it's protein, vegetables. I used to have... I have to say I'm very lucky genetically. I was never overweight, and I used to eat a lot of junk. But I wasn't toned. I wasn't fit. I didn't feel good.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I wasn't, not at all. I didn't have the muscle that I have on me now, and and it has a lot to do with what you eat.
Do you eat a lot? I mean, do you eat several times a day, like 4 or 5 times?
I snack. Yes, I snack a lot. I love to snack on almonds. That's one of my favorite.
Oh God, I love almonds.
Favorite things to snack on. I snack on. Trader Joe's has this really good broccoli in a bag, and it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like sunflower oil and broccoli. That's the only. It's like broccoli potato chips.
Really?
Yes, and they're delicious. And I snack on those, and I eat a lot. I eat a lot of vegetables.
Do you remember? You might be too young to remember this. There was in most of the malls they had a little stand that was called Marlow's Nuts.
No.
Do you remember that, Brandon? Marlow's Nuts. They would have every type of nut you would want, from cashews to almonds to peanuts, and they were always warm and hot. And I worked at a store. Actually, I worked at Sears. I was doing artwork for the newspaper, and on my break, I'd go get a bag of cashews or a bag of pecans or a bag of almonds, whatever, and they were just delicious. And then I started gaining weight.
Oh well, yeah, it's fat.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad fat.
No,
It's
but
good
you
fat.
just can't eat a ton of them.
You just can't eat all
snack
that
on 'em.
and carbs too.
Yes, yeah.
So, but boy, were they delicious! And it's like I'd go through that bag and I'd want another one. They were just warm and fresh.
Yeah.
But I think the eating thing is the biggest part of anything. It's what you eat is what you become, and
Yes, a lot of people tell me, how is your stomach so flat? And I say, well, I don't eat a lot of carbs.
you know what? After a while, I think you lose your taste for it.
You're exactly right, because like I said, I used to love rice, pasta, bread, all that kind of stuff, and now I don't even miss it.
No.
I don't miss it at all. I probably for the last 2 years I haven't had very minimal amount of carbs, and I don't miss it one bit. Even if I cheat once in a while, I still go right back on track the next day.
What I will do, if I like tonight, I'm going out to dinner with my daughter, and I'll get it. I don't know what I'm going to have, but last time I had prime rib and we had a baked potato, and I kind of picked at the potato because I didn't really want it. I just wanted the meat, whatever. But then they said, "Well, would you like some strawberry ice cream with chocolate syrup?" I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, I found another thing is I used to have bad bloating problems, stomach problems
Yeah.
when I ate carbs, and I never knew what it was from. And I don't think I'm lactose intolerant or gluten intolerant or anything like that. I just think it was because I was eating so many carbs.
Yeah.
I just had problems with my stomach, and now that's gone away as well. So I don't only have the benefit of gaining muscle and having a flat stomach, but I don't have the stomach issues that I had.
Do you take digestive enzymes?
Not yet, but somebody recommended that I take probiotics.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Probiotics, there's enzymes that help digest your food that have pineapple and some stuff in it because it breaks it down so you assimilate it better, especially the proteins. I take them, and I've done it for years. But if you saw what's on my counter in there, I take everything in the world.
Yeah, I should look into that.
Oh my God. But it's good to have that with your meal.
Yes, I
And
know.
break it down. Are you going to compete in any contest?
I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence only because, and this is going to sound horrible, but I love wine, and I drink wine every night. That's the only carbs that I drink, that I have. I drink my carbs, let's just put it that way. And I would have to give up wine. And
Well, why doesn't Brandon just whine for you?
yeah. Well, I'd still whine. I just wouldn't drink it.
I don't know a woman, I don't know about you, but I don't know a woman today that does not like wine.
It's very hard to come by, just like a woman who doesn't like shoes. Same thing.
Yeah. I mean, every woman I've ever known has to have wine.
Yeah. I love it. I have at least a glass every night with dinner, and I know it would be temporary that I would have to give it up, but I don't know. That diet is really, really strict.
It's supposed to help your digestion.
Wine?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I did hear about that.
It kind of just burns my stomach. That's why I don't do it. I don't know. I have the alcohol, and it just burns my stomach. It's like tomato sauce.
Well, I love to cook with wine, and I even
That's
add it to
different.
the food sometimes.
That's different, though. It's different.
But I'm bump. See, did you get it?
I did. What would be the advantage to you competing?
That's another question. I don't know. I just recently got my certification as a personal trainer. So I've been asking personal trainers, do you think that adds to your authenticity as a trainer? And everyone that I've talked to said no.
No.
So I don't know what the advantage would be.
I was an impersonal trainer.
You were?
Impersonal.
Impersonal.
Yeah.
But you're very personal.
Yeah, but not with the people I was training. I didn't want to know them at all. I didn't even want to talk to them.
Okay.
There is no advantage to competing. I mean, it's fun. It's a self-achievement, you know, if you can do it. But you're being judged by other people, and these other people, I don't think, have the right to judge you. There's nothing about them that's so perfect that they say, well, you know, you're a little smooth in the stomach. Your adults aren't. I think, well, screw you.
Well, that's how I feel too, and I'm really competitive. So if I were to spend all that time getting ready and all that time not drinking wine, I'd want to win. If I didn't
you want to win, and
I would be really upset.
And the most you can get out of it, first of all, is a trophy, and then maybe a photo shoot somewhere.
Yeah.
And to get a sponsor, because a lot of people come on here that want to get sponsors, they have a really hard time because most of the sponsors don't want to pay any money. They'll give you clothing and they'll give you products, but they don't have money to pay for you to train. Unless you're really one of the top people in the world. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay. I did it for about 3 shows when I started, and I thought, nah, I don't want to do this. I just went into wrestling instead. Made my money inside the ring instead of the stage.
Well, there you go.
But,
And you've done well. I mean, Brandon competed, and he told me, he says, you would do it just for yourself. For no
Brandon
other
looked
reason.
awesome.
Yeah. And he still does.
Still does.
Yeah.
So for him not to compete would be almost a sin because he looked too good. I do mean that, Brandon. Always looks good. I've always liked him. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, he's all right.
Well, you're married to him, so what? Somewhat. But I think he's a nice guy. You don't have to compete, but you know what? When you get in the shape you want, just say you're going to go for a competition, you're going to get shape for a competition. That's the time to go get photos and get good ones.
Okay.
And take them down at the beach around 11:30 in the morning when nobody's down there.
Yeah.
With your feet slightly near the water and the sun's almost directly overhead, because that's what we did back in the 70s. Those are the best shots ever, color
I've
or
seen
black
those
and white.
shots of you. Yeah.
The lighting's just perfect. Those photographers knew what they were doing. The beach was a great setting. There was one guy walking in the background. He's probably dead now.
Well, I do have to say, I'm 53.
Yeah.
So I would be competing in an older age bracket.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be competing with young girls, which, you know, that makes me feel good. And I'm proud. I'm proud of my body the way it is.
That's great.
I'm proud of the way I look. So maybe I should just leave it there. I'm proud of it, so I don't want other people to judge.
Well, at 53, you're still going to have a competition. I know women in their 60s who look tremendous, but that's their whole life.
Yeah, and I've only been weight training for about 3 years.
Yeah, that's their whole life. They've been doing it forever. They don't really worry about making a living or whatever they do. They just work out and eat right and whatever drugs they need to take.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I won't get into the drug thing.
I don't take anything.
No, I know. And I don't normally get into that anyway. I don't think I should. But taking pictures like that are worth its weight. I have one hanging in my hallway that was taken at that time down at the beach. And some of these others that, well, not in here, but in the other room. And that the lighting is so important. And people don't realize when you do a physique shot, you need a light directly overhead where you can see your shadow of your chin and your chest, and that brings out all the cuts below that.
Okay.
If you have it flashing on you, it just washes you out and makes you look blank.
Yeah. We don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
No, we want to look our best.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to reach you on the internet, what would they go to?
Well, my Instagram account is the number 50 underscore the number 50 underscore fitness. So that's 5050 fitness.
Okay.
So that's my Instagram account.
Okay.
And the gym that I work at and that we co-own together is called B Fitness. B&B Fitness.
I know what it is. Yeah, it's a nice gym.
Yeah, very nice gym.
Okay, I'll put that up so people can reach you, and if you want to train with you, you can get some business out of it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, friend.
Well, thank you so much for coming over.
Thanks for having me.
I knew you were a little nervous about it.
I was a little nervous, but you put me at ease.
You're good at that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. People are afraid to be interviewed, but when they sit down and talk, and I just kind of follow the path wherever it wants to go, and I don't structure it by bullet points and like some newscasters do and all that. I just have a conversation.
Well, the first thing you said when we sat down is, "What do you want to talk about?" I said, "I don't know." And we started talking. So
yeah, leave it up to me. I'll find something. There's a lot of things I can talk about.
Yeah.
But thank you again, and I appreciate it. And I'll have this done probably today, and I'll put it up so everybody can see it.
Thanks, Rick.
You're very welcome. Say goodbye to Brandon for me.
Bye, Brandon.
See you, buddy. Thank you guys for watching Rick's Corner. Thank you, Brooke, for being here, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Oh, stay tuned for traffic and weather. It's coming up next. Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
It's Rick Drasin. He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.